Would you just look at that highlight? You can see when I'm sat, that's like how I'm sat like that. Like you can see my collarbones, but it's because my shoulders are so far forward because I have the most terrible posture ever. I should be like this, and I'm like that, but then you just get to see the highlight and I'm like, oh hello, shoulders. Hello. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're back with the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Once again, I'm very excited, 2 videos in a row, I know. But I thought I would do a 3 looks 1 palette with the Jawbreaker palette to show you how to do a more wearable, everyday sort of look, a colourful but still sort of wearable look, and a way more out there sort of look. So that's the order that this video is going. This obviously is the more wearable look. Yeah, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, then just keep watching. But before we get into the video though, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my future uploads, because we don't want that, do we? Don't want to miss them. We want to watch every single video. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. So first I'm going to go in with this brown here called Tasty on like a fluffy kind of crease type brush. I'm just going to kind of pop that in the crease. I'm not being too well, I'm also putting the outer corner, like the outer third into the crease. I'm popping that brown shade. Don't need to be too neat with this because we are just doing like a wearable look, so it's not going to be like a cut crease or anything major. You know, I think a lot of people's concerns with this palette is that it's quite scary because it's a very colourful palette, and it's like, it doesn't look like it's a palette that you can go neutral with, or you know, not something that you think that you can wear on a day-to-day basis. But I am here to prove you wrong, and with this look I'm gonna prove you wrong, basically. I'm just making sure that they match when I like look head on. This side goes a bit further up, so I'll take this a bit further up. If you take it a bit too far into here, I don't want to make it like really like far into the crease. I'm only taking it like 2/3 of the way along, and I'm taking that virgin shade on a clean brush just to blend that brown out so it doesn't go too far in. Also, I am wearing a top. I'll lift it up. I am wearing a top. It's just a strapless top. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Zwiva 228 Luxe Face Crease brush. No, not Luxe Face Crease. Luxe Crease brush. Not a face. It's not for the face. I'm just wiping that off to make sure it's clean. And I am going to go in with Cone here to blend out this colour. I'm just taking it very softly over the edges to blend it out. And you can see the difference, hopefully, between the 2 eyes. This eye just looks a lot softer, and this eye's not looking the best. Now you can leave it like that and have it a lot softer. I'm sorry, my ear is like really, I haven't worn earrings in ages, so like my ears are always a little bit itchy when I first put them in. That's why I keep touching my ear. Anyway, like I say, you could go, like I say, you can leave your eye like this, having it a lot softer, but I'm gonna use a bit more of Tasty to deepen this up more, because we lost a little bit of that brown blending it out, but that's normal. If you're wondering why I'm like tapping over here, it's because I don't want to tap eyeshadow onto my bed, so I'm tapping it off the side of my bed. Again, just checking when my eyes are open, looking forward, if they are even. And if not, you take it up a little bit more on one side to match them out. I'm not blowing this out too much because I want it to be, like I say, wearable. I don't want to go like all the way up here with the colour. Thank you, phone. Every video it seems I get a message. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Then I'm going to take my blank canvas E27 brush, and yes, I used this in my video, but I am going to go in with Snack, this lovely pink shimmery shade, because frankly it's beautiful and it doesn't come up overly pink, and I just want to add some shimmer. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like it's not like really pink. It's just, it has like a pink like tone, but it's not pink. It doesn't look how pink it is in the pattern. How many times can I say pink in one sentence? Okay, let's just see. Yes, I'm just kind of patting that on. I'm not putting on as like a cut crease. I'm going to wipe off the excess in a minute and just kind of slowly like tap away to drag that upwards and outwards. I'm going to take this brush again with whatever's left on it just to kind of sweep over the edges of that shimmer into the mat. It's just pretty, and like I think this is like a look I would do quite often because it's just so pretty. This pink, Okay, so you could leave the look kind of like this, maybe do Tasty underneath and blend it out with Cone, kind of similar to what you did on the lid. I am going to do Wearable with a pop of colour, but like I say, this is how you can wear the look. You could use Jawbreaker as the shimmer, you could use Snack or Jawbreaker to do this kind of look, and then Tasty underneath, blend it out with Cone, and you've got a really good everyday wearable look. But I'm also going to show you how to do like a wearable look with a pop of colour, so you can kind of get your use out of the other shades, because obviously you don't want to just use 3 or 4 shades and have that be like it, and that's all you use the palette for, because then that's not worth it because it's a 24 shade palette. I want to show you how you can use those shades. You can maybe do this look really often and just change the colour that you use underneath, and you're going to get your use of the other shades, and you can kind of, if you're not one who's comfortable using colour, or you are a little wary about using colour, you can just kind of start getting used to it, start playing with it, get more comfortable with it. That's kind of what I'm going for with this look. So, okay, I'm going to go in with this purple shade called Gumdrop. It's a lovely pastel, that's the word, shade. I used this in my original video. I'm going to take just like a flat shader brush. I guess it's a shader brush, it's a bit fat and chunky. And I'm just going to sweep that underneath my lash line. Okay, I'm just going to put some of Jawbreaker in the inner corner because it's the perfect inner corner highlight shade. I'm also going to put some on my brow bone real quick. It matches the highlight I've used today perfectly. I'm using the Makeup Academy highlighter in Iridescent Gold. I mentioned this highlighter because I used Jawbreaker in my review video for the inner corner highlight. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, I'll link it in the iCard, which should be there. I'll link it there because I'm really happy with that video. It's actually done quite well for what I usually do, if I do this myself. But I mentioned that it's like a white base with a very gold shift. It matches perfectly. I don't know if you can see that, but it's literally identical. It's gorgeous. So you can also use Jawbreaker as a face highlight if you wanted. If you want to be a little bit more out there with putting like a pop of colour somewhere, on the inner corner is always a good place to put a colour. But I'm gonna go put some mascara on and a lip, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just popped on some Maybelline Great Lash mascara. It's very no makeup type mascara. It's not the best if you want voluminous lashes, but it's the only mascara I've got right now, so no lashes it is. I've also got on a little bit of the Viva Soft Kohl eyeliner, it's the nude one, on my waterline, and on my lips I have Jeffree Star Christmas Cookie and the e.l.f. Pink Kisses like lip gloss oil, lip oil thing. Okay, so this is the finished look. If you want to use the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette in more of a neutral, wearable, everyday sort of way. Like I said, you don't have to use the purple underneath, you could use the browns underneath or use any other colour underneath instead of the purple. There's also a navy blue in here called Delicious, which would look really nice. So yeah, there's like an abundance of colours you can use. I just thought I'd go with the purple because I'm loving the pastel moment, and it's also not too obvious. You could also just put a colour in your inner corner, especially one of like the coloured shimmers, as a little funky pop in as like a highlight. But yeah, you can totally use this palette every day, and it's wearable. You can still use it. You know, it's not just, oh, loads of colours, I don't really feel comfortable with colours, don't know how I'd put them together. Like, there's ways that you can play with colour and incorporate colour into your everyday makeup looks, just to add a bit more something, you know, just add a bit of something, add a bit of interest, bit of fun into your makeup. So yeah, on to the next look, I guess. Okay, so for the second look, we're gonna do something a bit more bright and colourful, but something that's not too scary, not too bold, something you could still wear if, you know, you're more of like an out there person and you're not too afraid of colour. This is the kind of look we're going for today. Or if you are a bit wary of colour, something you can maybe wear to like a party or some kind of event or like dress up scenario, you never know. Okay, so I have already primed and set my eyelids with Virgin. I'm going to be sticking to these three colours here. So we have Wow, Suck and Licorice. Okay, I'm going to go in with that red shade Licorice on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to start pressing that onto my eyelid. I'm just taking a little bit of time because I've done my base. I don't want to get any fallout, so I'm just kind of picking up a small amount at a time and pressing it onto the lid. It doesn't need to have like a perfect arch around the edge, that doesn't really matter, but if you want to, then just gotta do a couple smooshes side to side and you're sorted. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go over the edges a little bit though and start blending it upwards so we haven't got a really harsh line. Okay, so I'm now taking a like slightly dense crease brush and I'm gonna go in with the orange shade called Suck, and I'm gonna go half onto the red, half onto my bare skin, and just start sweeping backwards and forwards to blend out that red colour. These two shades are blending in each other so well. I know this isn't my review, but like, they are blending it. Look, that is seamless. And I have put next to no effort into blending that. Okay, I've just gone on and added a little bit more orange just to make it more stand out, like make it more like it's obviously a different colour rather than just blend it out. But I mean, it's blended, they blend together so nicely, and the colour shades aren't too far apart anyway, so they're not going to look like, you know, a fire engine red next to a orange, like an orange, you know. Okay, I'm going to take that yellow shade Wow on a little tiny blendy brush, blendy brush, really? Blending brush, thank you. Let's just ignore the fact that I am unable to speak. Okay, again, I'm going to do the same thing, half on the orange, half on the skin. And it's just to kind of help the orange stand out more, and also red than orange than yellow. It just looks really cool in my opinion. Okay, Okay, so I'm just leaving it like that for the top lid, just easy and simple. Just 3 colours blended into each other. It's really nice and colourful and very like sunrise. And I feel like it's quite festivally. Like, imagine if you were going to like a like Cinco de Mayo, I imagine. Although if you were going to do that, you'd want to do the sugar skull faces, wouldn't you? But like, just like a festival in like Spain, because usually in the summertime they have a fair few like carnival type things going on. So I think it looks very like carnival-y. I don't know. I like it. And those colours are blended into each other so seamlessly, and I have put not much effort into it at all. They're so effortless to blend. I am very happy. I'm going to take that flat shader brush again. I'm going to take Suck, the orange, and I'm going to pop that on the lower lash line. I'm not going to do the red. I'm going to do orange blended out with yellow just for the lower lash line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put mascara on, and I'm going to put some lashes on, although they're not the best, so we'll just see. And I'll put a lip on as well, and I will be right back. Okay, well, I was actually wrong about these lashes. I actually quite like them. These are the Cheryl lashes by Eyelia in the style Belle of the Ball. Yeah, I thought they would be like really natural, but they're actually like, they're natural but they're not non-existent, you know? They're like how I wish my lashes actually looked. So I'm very happy with them actually. And they're not too out there for this look to make it look really like over the top. They're nice, they complement. I'm also wearing Jeffree Star Can't Relate liquid lipstick, if you want to know. Oh, I've just realised I haven't done an inner corner highlight, so I'm going to use Jawbreaker again, because I'm wearing the same highlighter as I was wearing yesterday, which is like the first version of this. Okay, so this is the second look of my 3 looks 1 palette with the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Yeah, I will see you in the next look. Okay, we are back for look number 3. I don't know, I'm having a bad makeup day. It's just, I don't know why, I've sat for like 10 minutes and it started looking better, but also my face does not match my neck. For the first time ever, my face is paler than the rest of my body. I don't know what to do about that, let's just ignore it, okay? I've tried putting bronzer on, nothing's working. Like I say, bad makeup day, but anyway. I have primed my eyelids and set with the colour Virgin, because I always use a like white kind of colour or like a cream colour to set my eyelids. Okay, so let's just dive straight into it. I'm going to use the colour Soaked, which is this blue here. Done me for a minute, but that's alright. And I am going to take this on a like round fluffy brush. Just gonna tap the excess off, and I'm gonna pop this into the crease. I'm just gonna take little bits at a time and kind of build it up. Okay, I've got a different brush because I have 2 brushes that look exactly the same, and they're from the same brand, but this is from a later collection and it's like fatter at the bottom, and it's just made better. It's a bit more dense and it doesn't like splay out as much as this one, so that might have messed me up. I'm gonna go back in and place this like into the crease area and just build up that colour. And I'm also going to put it on the outer corner as well, and I'm doing a rounded shape as usual. I find that's just the most flattering on my eye shape. I'm late to filming this because last night I couldn't sleep, and so I watched one of BuzzFeed's Celebrity Reading First Tweets video, and it was the Tom Ellis one, and I didn't know what his name was until I saw it and matched the face with the name, But obviously that's the guy who plays Lucifer in the show Lucifer. And my dad actually watches that show, so I've seen like his face on the screen when I've like gone down to get a drink on night time. I like to say goodnight to my dad. And what I didn't match up with though was the fact that I watched Miranda earlier this year. I watched the whole show in a day, and it's Gary from Miranda, and I didn't realise until he said, for one of the tweets, he said, oh, that reminds me of when I was shooting Miranda, and I was like, wait a minute, he's Gary from Miranda, and I just didn't connect the dots, because when you see him as Gary and you see him as Lucifer, even though nothing like really changes about him, it's just Gary's fun, loving and sweet, and then Lucifer's the devil, so it just didn't cross. But now he's my new celeb crush and I'm mildly obsessed. And so I was watching various like interview videos with him, because I'm like that. He can't replace Ian Somerhalder in my heart though. I have a special place for Damon. So yeah, I need to watch Lucifer. I want to, it's just the annoying thing is it's on Amazon Prime. My brother has Amazon Prime, that's how my dad was watching it. And it's logged in on our TV downstairs. He doesn't live here anymore, but we're logged in on his account. But that's because my brother uses my mum's Netflix. It's fair. But I don't have a lot of access to the TV because there's always someone else watching something downstairs. And obviously the 4th season's now on Netflix, so I'm gonna have to like watch. It's just a bit annoying, but I'm going to have to now because, like I say, I'm mildly obsessed with Tom Ellis, so I'm gonna have to watch it now, aren't I? So now I know what I'm binge watching next. I've just rewatched Vampire Diaries. I was gonna rewatch Originals because I've not seen it all the way through as all the seasons were out. And then obviously Stranger Things 3 is out on the 4th of July. So I've got a lot of stuff I need to watch, you know? I'm just like going through and blending everything, make sure it's all really seamless, and just adding colour where I feel like I need a bit more. I'm mostly just sitting here doing this for no reason because I'm talking to you about Tom Ellis. Now I'm going to get the same brush again, and I'm going to go into this like Tiffany blue shade here called Cute. I always take little bits of time when I'm working with colour. I try to evenly cut the brush, but I always tap it off. So I don't have too much. I like to go little by little with colour instead of going too much, then you can't take it away. Same with when you work with black. And I'm going to go half on this blue colour and half on my skin. I just thought this colour, I mean it's Tiffany blue, it's like what more could you want? I had to use it, you know? I'm just looking straight ahead into my mirror, kind of looking, I mean I can't show you because if I look like kind of level, the camera's at a little bit of a height so you can't see very well, but I can see. Just to double check that the kind of colours are even on each eye. And I can see on this eye I need a little bit more of that Tiffany blue Cute shade to come a little bit higher. Okay, I'm picking up this flat shader brush again. I'm going into this shade here called this delicious navy blue. Just picking up a fair bit of that. I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to pack this onto the outer corner because I really want to use that navy blue shade. I'm just kind of stamping it on to get as much pigment out of this shadow as I can. I'm going to pick up that brush I was using before and nearly flick myself in the eye with it just to start blending in that navy blue. I'm actually going to pick up a tiny little dab of it to start going into the crease a smidge. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a cut crease. So I'm using the e.l.f. 16-hour camouflage concealer, or camo concealer, whatever it's called. I have this in my eye drawer because I just find it's too pale for me. What shade do I have? Let me have a look. I have Fair Rose. I feel like I need to get the light colour instead. Never has like a fair shade ever been too pale for me. until this shade. So I use this now just to do cut creases, so it's going to last me a very long time for that. I'm just using, all my brushes are Unicorn Cosmetics unless I say otherwise. This is like a little flat dense brush, and I'm talking to my friend Baven as I'm filming this video on Snapchat, by the way. That's why the Snapchat ding keeps going off. Okay, I'm just gonna, I kind of draw a line like that, and then I kind of open my eyes really wide and look down, head down, look up as far as you can go, and then you got a nice little arch there. And I start filling it in. And then we take the blank canvas E28 brush, dip into some more concealer, and I can just perfect that line, because if my eyes are open you can't really see it, so I'm going to make it go a bit higher up. The other thing is with cut creases, my eyes fold slightly differently, so this one will always end up higher up than this one, and I really don't like it. It is better to go, like, just take your time with cut creases, because I have gotten a lot better at them lately, but I still really struggle, and sometimes they just really go wrong and you just can't help it. Okay, I'm just going to take like my ring finger and pat over the edge of that concealer line to start blending it out, because then it makes it, I'm also going to pat over the actual concealer just to kind of take away any excess, because that just makes it a whole lot easier to blend shadows over the top later on. So I'm going to fill this like space in with this colour Brain Freeze. And of course I'm going to take my little, well actually no, I think I'm going to use the blank canvas E27 brush to do that, and I am going over the tops with something else, so it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I'm just cleaning off that brush again, and I am going to go in with Jawbreaker, which is this shade here, and I'm just going to go over the top with that. Right, ignore that. I'm going in with the Stila Glitter and Glow in Perlina, because they don't want to lay it together at all. So I'm going to go over the top of this with Perlina in attempts to fix it. Okay, that's fixed it, thank God. I don't know why, but that gold would just not layer over the blue. But this, because it does kind of have like a bluey purple iridescence to it, so I thought it would look really nice with the blues. Thank God that worked. Let's just let that dry, and then we'll go in with blending everything else. While I'm waiting for this to kind of dry, I'm going to go in with Snack, which you'll have seen already, and pop that in the inner corner a little bit, because I'm not using Jawbreaker again. I've used Jawbreaker every time, and I just think that's not necessary. It's a little bit pinky, because I've got a light skin tone, it works fine. I'm just going to kind of blend it a little bit so it doesn't look too pink. Okay, I'm going to take my little flat shader again and the shade Delicious, which is the navy blue, and start kind of tapping over the edge of that Stila Is it Glitter and Glow or Glitter and Go? Glitter and Glow. Just to kind of start blending that in. If like you swipe, it's gonna take off that glitter, but if you just tap, it's gonna make the glitter look a bit darker and, you know, blend. Look at that glitter. Oh yes. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna take probably Soaked on the lower lash line, which is the like mid blue we used first, and just run it under there. And then I'm getting a little fluffy brush and Cute to blend this out. I'm gonna kind of go back in with more Soaked, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go put lashes and mascara and stuff and a lip on, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I am wearing the same lashes as yesterday, the Cheryl, or the last look I mean, the Cheryl Belle of the Ball lashes. I had a look to see if they still did these because frankly I need like 5 million pairs of these, but they don't, sadly. They've been discontinued. But these were really easy to apply yesterday and today. I am frankly quite amazed because I'm terrible at lashes. Yeah, this look thankfully came together in the end thanks to that Stila Glitter and Glow. I don't know what I would have done without it because I would have had to do this whole thing again. But yeah, like I say, that what's it called, Brain Freeze, this blue with the Pilly Glitter and Glow looks so pretty together. They're an amazing match, they really are. And yeah, this is obviously just a much more bold look. I mean, it's still wearable. You could still go to like movies or go on a date or whatever like this, but it's, with being a cut crease and being a bit shimmery, it's a little bit more bold than the last look. Obviously you can go really bold with this palette. I mean, just look at it. Like, it's an amazing palette. And I only used, let's have a look at how many shades I actually used out of this palette. Out of 24 shades, I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've only like touched upon 13 of the shades. Oh, hang on. 15 of the shades. Never mind, I was wrong. So we still have like these 6 down here I haven't used. I haven't used that shade, haven't used that shade, and haven't used that shade. So yeah, oh, my battery's dying. Yeah, I love this palette. I think it's well worth the money if you like colour or if you're wanting to experiment with colour, because like I have shown you, you can still experiment with colour, not go too out there with this palette, and it just kind of, I don't know, I really enjoy it. I'm going to be using it a lot. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, because we wouldn't want that, would we? And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!